Okay, so now I got that mic fixed, and still trying to get my headset mic working here. Okie dokie, how's that?
Do we have contact? We, oh,
Yep,
yep,
we're
we're
running
running
again.
again.
Okay,
Okay. hopefully,
hopefully,
hopefully we are still running.
yep.
Yep.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
we
we
have,
have
we've
we've
got
got
sound.
sound.
Gotta
Gotta
love
love
starting
starting
off
off
this
this
thing
thing
wrong,
wrong,
but
but
it's
it's
gotta
gotta
get
get
used.
used.
I
I
gotta
gotta
get
get
back
back
into
into
the
the
flow
flow
of
of
setting
setting
up
up home workouts because
because
I
I don't
don't
use
use
my
my
phone, so
phones.
I
I
have
have
to
to
have
have
set
set
it
it
up
up
to
to
my
my
computer,
computer,
and
and
if
if
I
I
set
set
up
up
to
to
my
my
computer,
computer,
things
things
get
get
a
little
little
weird.
weird.
So
Okay,
okay,
so
so
I'm
I'm
going
going
to
to
mute
mute
my
my
50
epiphany
so
so
you
you
don't
don't
have
have
double
double
sound.
sound. Should be okay still. Uh, I have to get to work. Okay, so let's get on to the next one. So the next one is lunge. These are one counts. I'm going to go ahead and reset to the next exercise. So these are a lot faster, just one, 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 one. And then we got to do hollow body. Now this is a 15 to 25, but again, that'd be like doing 50. So we'll see how that goes. Alrighty. So it's just step back. These are step back lunges. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I know it's kind of, these are slow. 8. Hard to watch a lot of these things going on. So I do apologize. I mean, you were watching me do the whole workout, so it's not. Um, it's going to take. These are high progressions. This is currently number 12. 13, 14, 15. Try not to use my back foot. I'm trying to make this leg do all the work. If I, oh, the front leg do all the work if I can. Because I'm trying to build up quad strength. So I can start doing things like low end one-legged dips, one-legged squats. They call them kickouts or something like that. I don't know. It's like I've lost count. I'm only in the 20s. I'm only supposed to go to 25, but really, you're supposed to go to max. That's what this is for. So I'm just kind of trying to count so I can know what my max is. Gonna have to figure out how to make this more difficult though. Lunges are too easy. I did start the day with 5 miles of running. There's, I don't know, it was actually 5.5 miles. 40. Actually, strangely enough, that was hurting my right foot. All right, so let's write that down in my app. Um, let's see. Let me show you what app I'm using. This is called JFit. Uh, wrong, wrong thing here. Let me see if I can get this connected. So yeah, this is JFit, the app that I am running off of. Now, this was lunges. This is just body weight lunges, but I still usually use a weighted version. Could use dumbbell lunge, uh, but here's the thing: when you do, see, like if I do body weight lunge, it's just going to be singular counts, which is really not a great way to measure your strength, right? So any exercise you can do body weight should still be a weighted exercise, but here's the thing. If you choose dumbbell lunge and you want to compare your body weight, say you weigh 300 pounds, you're trying to lose weight. Every time you lift with one leg, assuming you keep all that focus on one leg, you're lifting all but that one leg. So you're basically lifting about 180 pounds, right? So even more than that. So if you weigh 300 pounds, you're probably lifting about 240 pounds because that one leg probably weighs about 60 and the other leg weighs 60. And then the rest of your body probably weighs the other 200 pounds or 100 and whatever. Maybe 100, 120, 180 pounds, which is probably about right. The upper body probably weighs more than your legs, but not by a ton. I mean, it's going to be 60-40 or something like that because legs are pretty dense, they're pretty heavy, got a lot of big bones, big muscles. Um, so if you really want to do this correctly, your lunges should be your body weight minus about 40% plus the dumbbells. That's how much weight you're lifting. And so if you're doing, in fact, sometimes what I do is I double the dumbbells. Here's why. Because if you say you're only doing 45 pounds, you got two dumbbells, that's 90 pounds. So you're really lifting 90 extra pounds. You're not lifting 45 pounds, right? So kind of keep track of what you're actually lifting, and that's how much weight you're actually pressing. Um, each leg is doing that much weight. Now here's the tricky part. If you're doing this and uh, you're doing this with two legs, now that's when things get interesting. So what I sometimes like to do, it depends on the workout, and if I do like lunges versus okay, so if I do lunges versus uh, my like say curls, okay. So I do curls, I do 45. I actually double the weight. So even though I'm doing both arms are doing one dumbbell, right? Each arm does one dumbbell. So you just add the weights together. That's what you get. Now if you're doing both arms together, both arms are doing still one dumbbell. So you just add them both together, you're still getting 90 pounds. You're still doing 90 pounds. It's just because you're doing an alternating arm. So basically it's what would the weight be if both legs are working together. So if you're doing lunges, if both legs are trying to do a squat, 200 pounds is a squat, right? And then you should be adding your body weight. I mean, I'm just saying for accuracy, if you really want to know how much weight you're lifting, if you lift 300 pounds and you're able to squat 150 pounds, that means you did basically probably half your body weight because you take the legs off. So it's about a 300-pound squat. 150 plus 150 is 300. You take half your body weight, but then you get yourself down to a nice healthy 170 pounds, but you're still only doing 150. But now you're only doing, maybe you went up to a 200-pound squat instead of 150 pounds. So now you're doing an extra 50-pound squat. That's 200, but you're only still doing half your weight. So now you're at 180, you're only doing 90. That's only 290. You actually went down. You got 10 pounds weaker in your squat. So hopefully you're getting stronger. You should always be able to lift at squat at least as much as your body weight plus half your body weight plus the weight you lifted. And this is why if you suddenly say, hey man, I went up 50 pounds in my squat, and I've lost 150 pounds. It's like, well, you lost some strength there. So that's good, but you don't really want to lose strength while you're losing weight. You want to try to keep the muscle and continue with the muscle and then lose the fat, lose the stuff that's not helping you any. All right, let's get back to work. Uh, so I did the lunges, body weight. I'm not doing body weight. I'm going to do lunges. I'm going to tell, this is a rear lunge is just a step back lunge. We'll do that one. That one, again, I am going to go ahead and say I'm doing 3/4 body weight, which I weigh about 180. So 135, I'm just going to say I did 135 because it's the only way you can really measure. Um, and I think I did about 40 before I got tired of doing it. And I don't know that that necessarily is the same as maxing out. just just means I don't want to do anymore because that's 80 freaking reps when you do lunges. So that's not the same. All right, so now we're going to go add another exercise. What's the next thing on the list, Cali? Hollow crunches. Hollow crunches and then push-ups. Now these are 2 counts. Again, it's 15 to 25 and you're supposed to find your max. What the heck? Stop it. Let's go see what, let's do this next one here. This is hollow body, which ultimately means at some point you're going to be doing a full hollow body curl. So this is what they're doing right now, right? So just 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 3, 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, 2, 1, 5, 1, 2, 1, 6, 1, 2, 1, 7, 1, 8, 1, 9, 1, 10, 1, 11, 1, 12, 1, 13, 1, 14, 1, 15, 1, 16, 1, 17, 1, 18, 1, 19, 1, 20. Ooh, 122, 123, 124, 125, 126, 108, 109, 30, 1, 2, 3. All right. 33. Now, that's too high for this. There are progressions. Progressions on these, and I should probably know that next time, but I did 33. A progression is basically doing more, extending your legs. Okay, so if I want to progress on that one, it'll be like, instead of being here, my legs would be here. So now I'm putting more pressure on my hip flexors and my lower back, and ultimately you want your lower back to stay flat on the ground. So even if your legs are fully extended, you still want your lower back. So this is going to put a lot more stress. So this, less stress, this, more stress. So you're going for like, this would probably be like, let's see, this is 90 degrees, this is 45 degrees, this is, what, 70 degrees? Something like that. So you're trying to just got to keep your lower back down. Progressions are increasing your, where your lower back is landing on the workout and always keeping it flat. Okay, so let's add hollow rows. Let's see if hollows, I don't even know if hollow is a thing on here. Nope. Oh, wait. Nope. What do they call them? Hollow body. Thought they would call them hollow body rows, but maybe they're hollow. That doesn't matter. It's not on there. If I could spell crunch. Let's see what they got here. They got weighted crunch. Again, you could add your weight in here. Think about what you're lifting. If your back stays on the ground like it's supposed to, and it can be a little bit more complicated with this because what you're getting here is as your legs go out, you're holding the weight of your legs as well as your upper body. So it's more complicated. Uh, I don't know how to tell you to add weight to that. It's just more math in your head you have to think about every time. I would probably just go ahead and say crunches. I mean, not everything is not everything is easily weighable. Now, what you could do to make it more difficult is leave your legs in a fully folded position and then just pick up a dumbbell. But this is supposed to be about not needing anything. It's all body strength. So everything you do is about doing the body. So I'm just going to call it crunches. And let's see, do I have? I'm trying to see if there's one here that's just with your feet raised, at least. So at least marks it that you're doing foot raised. Uh, and they're 2 counts. So 2 counts is slower than just cranking away at push-ups. They're controlled. They're what do you call it? Steady state crunches. All right, so I'm gonna do a custom one here. Go to my customs, and let's see, alternate Superman, pike, lift, crunch. Let's go ahead and just add one. We're gonna call these 2 count crunches. Just at least you got that to. Where's my? Oh, 2 count crunches. How about 2 count leg up crunches? Legs, legs up, leg up crunches. Close enough. Body only. This is all about body only. We're just gonna go reps based. I'm gonna say it's core, and that's it. You could put some details in if you want. Description. I did what did I say? 33. It's really not that great. I kind of thought I'd do more. But the 2 counts do slow it down quite a bit. I'll say that. Okay, now we're doing the push-ups. I'm going to do them on the steps. They're inclined, but again, the difficulty is about uh, lowering your angle so that you get more body into the lift. So we're going to add an exercise. We're going to go push-up, kettlebell push-up. How about incline bench press? No. Guess they don't have bench push-ups. Uh, they don't have bench push-ups? Or how about bench, incline bench, chest press? Oh, they're probably calling them chest press. I don't know why, but whatever. Bench, oh, there's bench push-up. It's kind of lame. But it just basically means you're doing an angle. Now I'm doing it as a scapula push-up, which is more difficult than a regular push-up. I will show you that in a moment. Now this is easy to make more difficult. Way easy. All you have to do to make this more difficult is to change your angle and put your feet on top of the bench. All right, on to the next. We got incline push-up 5 to 10. There we go. I'm just going to use the steps here. Again, I'm going to, the way this works is you're doing it so that, I could also use my little hand things there, but they're kind of far apart. I'm going to go ahead and keep it like this. Idea is to keep your hands kind of in towards your elbows, according to his demo. So you're pushing in and up, and then you're rounding your back. So that's what we're going to do. And there are two counts, I believe, right? Yep, two down, two up. So there's slower, steady push-ups. One, 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 one. Yeah. One, two, one, three, one, four, one, five. 13, 14. Okay, I might have had a couple more, but I was getting pretty cooked there. Okay, so uh, 32. I'll say 32. I probably had a couple more. Supposed to be doing max, but I don't know how many more I had. I was getting pretty cooked. All right, let's see what next. What's next? Side squats. All right, so side step squats or side lunges, as it would be. Let's go ahead and add these to the workout here. Uh, or lateral lunge. Lateral. So I have dumbbell lateral lunge. So this one proves to be difficult sometimes simply because it's a shoulder. Your arms are out the whole time. And it's kind of like holding your shoulders up, holding your arms up for that entire length of the workout. So that in itself can be difficult. Let's see here, cable. Dumbbell lateral raises. Barbell lateral lunge. I guess we could put it in as a barbell lateral lunge. Close enough. I'm good with that. Again, I don't know how you're supposed to make these more difficult, to be honest. Um, it's body weight. I know it's only so much I can do, but I feel like you're not really lifting your body weight. So this says 95 pounds. This is 95 pounds on a barbell. It's not zero though. So when you do body weight, you got to remember you're not doing zero weight. That's the problem with the whole concept of body weight versus weights. If you only measure weights when you have weights in your hand, you're getting a mislead, especially if you're losing a lot of weight. You're not doing as much, right? Um, so really, you got to figure out a way to add your body weight into the workout if you really want to know how you're lifting, how good you're doing. Even if it's just the standard, even if it's always 50%, you're going to give yourself 50% of your body weight and you add 50% of your body weight to everything you do, with the possible exception of your arms. Okay, so if you're doing arm curls and extensions, the only part that's not working, the only part you're not lifting is the arm. So the arm might be 20 pounds, might be 15 pounds. I guess it depends how big your arms are. But ultimately, you might be just taking 20 pounds off the weight, off your entire body weight. So 180, you might just say, okay, well, I'm doing a curl. Now, obviously, the bicep isn't working, but it's still lifting the forearms. So it's really just here to here is the only part of your arms that you want to. This would be the only part of your arm that you add to your weight. So how much does your forearm weigh? 5 pounds. So you'd be adding that. So curls, not much. Now, if you're going to do full arm raises for your shoulders, then it's the weight of your entire arm. You're trying to get a guess as to what your arm weighs. Now, how do you do that? If you knew accurately, like you could put your arm on a scale and let it rest and see how much the scale says your arm weighs, is get a rough estimate as to how much you can add or remove depending on what you're doing. That might be a way to do it. I don't know, but I think you should be adding some kind of weight, because if you're a really big person trying to lose a lot of weight, you're going to change what you're actually lifting quite a bit. And with arm curls and arm things, not as much because your arms aren't proportionally all that heavy. But anytime you start lifting body stuff, squats, upper body back lifts, and deadlifts, and all that stuff, you're doing quite a bit. So even good mornings, you're lifting your whole upper body into that good morning. So here we go, lateral lunge. I don't know how much weight I'm going to put in there, but for now, let's do it. These are 4 count. I'd imagine that means you're doing 4 left, 4 right, because you're doing 15 to 25. So the count. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, see if I can do this without losing my headset here. All right, so here we go. Now he's doing full extensions. Whew. I'm going to hit a rest here quick. Just to record that I'm starting something else. Now they have some pretty good workout apps on these Garmin watches nowadays. The one I have doesn't have it, but I can maybe find one. But here we go. So what I can't tell is how forward his knees are. So obviously the farther back you sit, the better. But he's doing these wide steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to be controlled too, so it's not a jump movement between steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I was trying, like, instead of just pushing off and trying to bring that foot in, trying to put my balance on the second leg. And is this 1? If that's the case, I've already done 2. So I don't know. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 33, 34, 35, 36. Oh, ouch. Okay, I could have probably done a few more on the legs. Shoulders were getting tired. I did 36, mostly because I don't know if we're supposed to count back and forth. If it's back and forth, is I wanted to get at least 18, so I'm not in the, so kind of in the middle of where that says. Again, you're not lifting your whole body, but you are lifting pretty much everything. This might be like 160 pounds, which is, again, tough when you're measuring it against barbells, especially if I've never done that before. But alas, that's what I'm doing because I want to have some kind of a weight measurement. That's good. Just put 10. I've been using barbells too much, and that's going to be too hard to go back and adjust that. So reps. To be honest, I do go both legs when I do this. So I was going to 18. All right, on to the next thing. What time is it? I got 20 minutes. All right. So, slight break. Now we're going to do easy bridges. That's what it shows, just easy bridges. Now, it's a hold. It's a 1 up, 2-second hold, 1 down, 20 reps. Or it says 20 reps. It's a fixed number. You're going for 20 regardless. But again, it should be close to your max. So as close to 20 as you can. If you can get to 20, great. Ultimately, again, it's supposed to be a max. You're measuring what you're capable of. So now notice his squats on the next one. I'm going to add bridge. Let's see if that's in here. Hip thrust, barbell hip thrust, or barbell glute bridge. I'm going to count this as a hip thrust because it's kind of what it is. Again, it's not, I don't know how much weight I'm actually lifting. really the best way to measure your weight here is sit down on a scale and put your feet and your hands on the ground. Don't lift your body at all, and then just look at what the scale says. That should pretty much be how much weight you're picking up, though it gets less as you go higher. Uh, so yeah, so like I'll show you. Uh, let's see, we got hip thrust and we've got squat. I just hate doing barbell squat, deep squat, jump squat. I'm gonna put deep squat. Deep squat is supposed to be what he's doing right there, except this one uses a barbell. Again, don't worry, I'll just put 10 pounds as the minimum, just because I don't want to mess with my other, because I've used these before. But if you really want to start your workout and using weights as they are, I'll show you how. Take a scale. If you can ever measure the amount of weight that you're actually lifting, you simply do this. Go like this and sit on the scale. Put your hands back like you're going to do the lift. This is where you're at. Look down. Oops, I forgot to reset it. You got to let it sit to 0 before you sit on it. Go away. It takes a few seconds. All right, there you go. So now it says 0. And now I can put my weight on it. So this is what it is. I don't want to put any extra weight. I just want to sit here until it says it's got a weight. 20 pounds. That's all I'm lifting. With my hands and feet on the ground, you're only lifting 20 pounds here. So keep that in mind. That should be easy, right? A lot of this is getting your body to be able to do this. So for me, which way are your hands supposed to be facing? Oh, okay. I have my hands facing in. You have them facing out or back, shall I say. Okay. So it's legs together and up. Yeah, I can't even. My hands facing back. That's really hard. I don't have the shoulder. One. Maybe I gotta widen. Maybe I widen my arms. Oh, well, my shoulders just are like, dude, what are you doing? Just a lot of stretching. One, two. So I'm not even going up. Look at that guy. He goes up. He's like straight as a board. This is probably good for the shoulders, getting that stretching in, but I feel like I'm feeling all the strain in my shoulders more than anywhere else. Because hip bridges, I can do like 300 pounds. So this is like no resistance on the glutes. Now with hip bridges, what you're doing with the glute or glute bridges, whatever you want to call it, your arms aren't back. Your back is on a bench. Oh, I'm really trying to get the chest opened up is what I'm trying to do here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ow, 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 ow. That pain is mostly in the wrists. Oh, maybe that's where it's supposed to be, but I don't know. Because the bridge itself is not that hard. It's the stretching of the shoulders and the stretching of the wrists. All good stuff. That's what this calisthenics is about. You're trying to stretch out as well as gain mobility. Um, so this is mobility stretching, which means I'm moving and I'm doing stuff. So it's something that's useful. Static stretching, not so useful. How often are you needing to stretch like that without any resistance? So yeah, I don't know how many I did. I would say I did about, I counted to 20 when I finally started going steady. But whew, man, I'm gonna have to do those a lot for my wrists and not like, oh, that's hard. It's like when I do the dead hangs. It's like put the arms down, shake it out. All right, all right. Let's see what we got here. I don't know what to say for hip thrust. Let's just say I did 10s again, and I did 25. But again, this is more about doing the just getting it done kind of state. Let's go to the. We're going to go deep squat now. Now this is a fast up and a slow down. So, time we got 10 minutes. Fast up, slow down. Let's go. So we're going to do a count. I'm going to stop this puppy just to get me a feel of what I'm doing here. All right. So we're going to do a deep squat, which goes all the way to the ground, too slow, and then fast up. Let's see how my body wants to do this one here. I've got to keep the back straight. So this is all the way down. So I'm all the way down here, and then up fast. 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, 3. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna extend this a little bit and bring my calves into it. Uh, 20 maybe, 20-ish. What did I do? 35? That one's really important. Really, 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 really important if you want to be able to do one-legged squats. And I want to do a one-legged squat. I cannot do a one-legged squat. And I'm talking about all the way down squat. Nope. I did, I am not good at them. And I do not have the depth. I can do the 90 degrees, but you got to go all the way down like he's going down on one leg and still come back up. And I can go down and I can sort of push up to one if I get something to give me a starting boost. But I need to really build those up. That's where I'm really weak. That's just like, to me, the one-legged full range, what do you call it, deep squat or pike squat. That's like the first step in getting somewhere of any use. Okay, pike stand. Huh. Now this ought to be interesting. This is a 50 to 80 second hold pike stand. I don't know if I have anything great. He's got a pretty tall item to put his feet on. I have a bench, but it is not that tall. Guess I could use a chair, which is slightly taller than my bench. It's not much, but oh, I know. I got a way to do this. Uh, let's do this. This is a. This will be a nice tall pike. Actually, this is probably taller than he's doing. Let's see here. How tall is it here? So it's just bigger than the second step. Almost like I was sitting on the step. This is quite a bit higher. Let's do that. That'll work. All right. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my feet on that. I think I can do a pike hold for that long. We'll see. If not, I have to drop the difficulty, I guess. But you gotta do it for at least 50 seconds. So let's. What can I use? Uh,
There's a lot. For example, I excel in games, relaxation, education, entertainment, and more. Which would you like to explore?
Alexa, can you do a stopwatch?
Sorry, I didn't get that. I excel in games, relaxation, education, entertainment, and more. Which would you like to explore?
None.
I excel in health and fitness.
Alexa, stop. Apparently she can't do a stopwatch. Or if she can, I don't know how. I don't know. I guess I could try. Let's see. Uh, let's see. Alexa, begin stopwatch now.
Okay, stopwatch started.
Oh, okay. Am I doing this right? Alexa, stop stopwatch.
Okay, stop at 1 minute and 10 seconds.
1 minute, 10 seconds. 70 seconds. What did it say? 50 to 80. All right. Considering it's the first time I've tried to ever do that, that's not bad. Whew, that was. I'm not sure of my pike angle. I'll have to check that out later. Add exercise. Uh, Pike? Is pike a thing? Nope. That's not a. Apparently, pike is not a thing. Uh, let's go to my custom. Do I have a pike? Pike boat, pike dive, pike push-ups, lift a pike. So we're just going to call this create custom exercise. Pike hold. Body weight only. Duration based. And what is that? Is that shoulders and what do I feel that in? Shoulders and back? Shoulders, we'll call that shoulders for the secondary muscle group of back. Save. Pike hold. Add exercise. I only did 70 seconds. She said 1 minute and 10 seconds. It might have been a second less or two, whatever, because time tells her to stop. Okay. So we've done the pike holds. We've done the squats. What else we got? Plank. How much time have I got? Oh no, it's 9 o'clock. I'm running late to work. How much time have I got left? I only got 2 left. Shoot. Okay, well, I gotta stop. But that said, I'm gonna do these. I'm just gonna do them after my morning meeting at work, which means I gotta stop my stream, unfortunately. I got most of the way through it. Again, always a little slow to get going. I was watching videos on how do this stuff correctly, learn the thing, because yesterday when I did this, I did not do all that. I do feel a little bit more exerted today because I'm doing the full length. I'm going to failure. I'm doing them at the right pace, and I did more. Um, but it's still probably not the kind of workout I would normally have expected to get out of it, or out of anything, out of a workout. But I'm just getting started on this. I'm going to do these two. I get 5 to 10 minute breaks, so it's okay. It's not like I'm delaying out of ordinarily. As long as I can get to this in the next 10 minutes, maybe I'll do a pike hold or a plank. I'm sorry, doing a plank while I'm doing my meeting. As long as I don't get called, as long as I don't have to say nothing during that 50 to 80 seconds. I should easily be able to do 50 to 80 seconds. The other day, I think I did like 2.5 minutes. So holding he's doing it with a scapula raised, which could actually make it much more difficult. See how his back is curled? Again, he's building that core up by holding himself up as high as he can. So now he's not only tightening his abs where he's pulling in, but he's also strengthening his back because he's pulling up. He's making the scapula kind of raise and kind of crunch up in order to raise his back up. It's good for the back, but it'll fatigue the plank a lot faster. There's no doubt. So maybe I won't be able to do 2.5 minutes. Normally you just hold in place and you just try to keep your core tight and you just stay there. Raising your back up actually will fatigue it quite a bit more. I've learned that these scapular raises are actually quite challenging for me especially because I'm not used to doing them. Until next time, stay fit, stay healthy, and hopefully, and since I'm doing both of these today, I can move on to the actual workout in week 2 of phase 1.